is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the SEC, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Horned Frogs will kick it away first. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Going right to work up top. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Pringle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The give on the option. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Lewis wants to pass. They're working that left side. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. The give to the back. At the 35, he's open. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to pass on second down. Oh, they're after him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Makes the grab. It's Pringle.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
And the Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the run, it's Pringle. There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Easy. Got it in the middle, it's shot. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
And the Canes with the 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Gorilla.
Looking to throw on first down. On the run, still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. Smashes through the tackle. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
He's got it and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Canes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Let's go!
Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. On the move. He is denied. Stopped just short of the goal line. Pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further, and they'll turn it over on downs. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, TCU.
That's the kind of play that might happen only one time in your life if you're lucky. It's like a hole-in-one in golf. Pollock, a 99-yard touchdown run.
When you get almost 100 yards on the day, you're happy. But when you get it on 1 carry, it's even better. They give it to him. Once he gets past that 2nd level, no one catches him all the way to the house. 99 yards.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll pull it on the read. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Able to pick up a couple on that last one. It's 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab over the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Rushes on him. Snagged out of the air.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Toss sweep to the left. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Pringle. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to a 27.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield to get the first down.
The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Gives it on the option. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
A strike downfield. Touchdown, Hurricane. A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Send its offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Using his legs, it's Russell. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Lewis to throw. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Russell. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
Now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll be brought down. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
Man, he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
And the Horned Frogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Defense in press coverage. Motion from the wideout. Lewis wants to pass. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, that's why that one fell incomplete.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Using his legs to buy some time. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
Not a big surprise the offense is willing to let this guy do something. We've seen him make plays in this game with his legs. He already has a rushing touchdown. But give the defense credit here in the red zone, getting to him and bringing him to the ground. He's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. It's not an easy thing to do. So chalk that one up for the defense.
Get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Neil boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisville is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over Virginia. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Grabbed in the middle. It's Evans. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Canes will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking deep. He's got it along the sideline.
on defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Pulls it in. It's shot. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Breaks the tackle. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Pushes ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Lets it fly. Picked off. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Dude, you're just thinking hold them to 3, make them kick a field goal, don't let them score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Takes the handoff. It's Pringle. Quick spin on the run. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The Horned Frogs can really attack on this second and short. Lewis to throw. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And the Horned loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
The Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And the Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Under fire. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the back. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Punt is on its way. Wants to bring it back. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Lewis wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Oh, there's an alley to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, TCU! And the punishment has been extended.
when these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Sam Houston. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Running back searching for a hole. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
This time it's complete. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? This guy is doing work on the outside, and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control, and you could tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a nice catch. Nice footwork, young fella.
Here we go.
Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The Hurricanes have pushed it inside the 20. Wide receiver going in motion. Using his feet. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Now the play fake. Under fire. Finds him out of the backfield. Touchdown, Miami! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. To throw on 1st down off the play fake. The short hands, it's locked. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
Send the tight end in motion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Busts through behind his pad. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
15.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
And the Horned Frogs are marching down the field. They'll send the back in motion. Running to the left. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Using his feet to buy time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block them. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
He's got it on the move. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Let's see what they've got on second down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Lewis to throw. It's complete on the right side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Ohio is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout those Bobcats fans will remember for some time. They're up 14 over Toledo. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. That's caught. It's Pringle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Canes want to crank the tempo.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Looking for the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And the Canes line it up with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Looking for the score. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few.
Touchdown, Canes! Quick strike through the air for the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He gets it in there for the 2, and now they've chopped that lead down 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Maddox. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort.
He caught it! Touchdown, Hurricane! And here they come, almost all the way back.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the two-point conversion.
He'll bring it out. It's Maddox. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Breaks into the open. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to the ground with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, TCU.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Horned Frogs looking to convert on fourth down. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
TCU.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It. No good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Trying to get rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And this D's had some good moments today. And they've had a lead, and they've let that lead shrink a little bit now in a big-time moment. Can they step up? Can they make the plays to get the ball back to their offense? They've had a pretty good day, but now it's closing time.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
A loss of 11.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.